Yo, what's cracking, everybody? How are y'all doing? Yo, it's been a minute since I've been live, but me and Lala, we about to go live again. We used to go live like every week, dropping constant knowledge. If y'all ain't catch the old lives, y'all could catch it on YouTube. It's on my YouTube. The link is on my bio. Yo, but this live is gonna be very informative, so I hope all of y'all like gonna stay in tune with us, and y'all wanna get y'all pens and y'all notepads or whatever. Do that. Hold on.
Hey,
Yo, Lala, what's going on?
what's up?
How you doing?
Good. I'm so excited to be here. Hey,
You
every.
glowing right now. You looking good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm excited, yo.
Yeah. Drop some eights in the chat, y'all. If y'all ready, if y'all excited to be here, make sure y'all share this live with 10 people.
Yeah, most definitely. We
Mm-hmm.
got 100 people already in the building.
Yeah.
Yo,
Share.
definitely stay tuned with us because the information we about to drop, y'all need to hear this.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
Yo, I got like mad notes right here. I got a little notepad. I was taking notes for things I won't talk about. I
Yeah.
printed out all of these papers right here full of information. So I'm ready to dive deep.
I ain't holding back, y'all. Listen. I ain't holding back on this one, so I don't know if y'all ready for this. Some of my followers, y'all not used to hearing certain things that I talk about, so it's been a lot going on. I just can no longer just, I gotta go extra hard now, and that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, you have to. Because
Yeah.
time is speeding up right now, you feel me? So if you don't do what you got to do, then you're going to get left behind.
Ooh, that
Real
tell you.
talk.
People don't even know what that means. Get left behind. You know what that
Mm-hmm.
means?
It
You know?
goes deep. It goes deep.
Yeah, people
But
be like,
first, it starts off with mental health.
yeah.
Like, that's the big topic right now, mental health, right? But a lot of people, they neglect the the diet part of it. Because they talking about mental health, but they're not talking about eating right.
Yeah.
So we need to know that you already know this, and I know a lot of people in this chat know this too. And if you don't, the gut is connected to the brain. So whatever you eat, all that information is being transferred to your brain. So if you eating dead, decayed food with a low frequency, that's automatically gonna bring down your frequency. And energy never dies. So all that information, all those feelings that that animal felt, is stuck in those cells in that DNA. So once you consume that, then you might be feeling anxious all the time. You might be feeling depressed, anxiety, all of that because you're eating all of these flesh foods. The processed foods, the microwave foods, they all have GMOs, and we got to stay away from all of that.
Yeah, and
Because it's
especially if
causing
you're not
cancer.
especially if you're
What
not
happened?
de- especially if you're not detoxing either. All of that
Yeah.
stuff getting trapped behind. A lot of people in the fitness industry, they love their cheat meals, but a lot of them don't even detox properly. So all of that waste, is trapped behind those toxins. That also affects your mindset, which causes mental health issues, emotional health issues, and things of that nature later on in life.
Yeah, because now the electricity in your body can't flow the same way. Your
Yep.
nervous system is attached to every organ in the body. And that electricity can't flow the same way because there's blockages, inflammation going on. I remember when I worked at ShopRite, I had to call the cleaner for the pipes because the oil would get backed up in the pipes and they would have to clean it. And yo, it's the same thing with our colon. It gets backed up over time. And if you don't clean that out, then it's automatically gonna fail you, your organ. And then
Mm-hmm.
that's when you're gonna have complications like cancer and stuff like that.
Someone asked how much should we detox a year? That's a very great question. All right,
I
so
would say you should detox like every month at least.
yeah, because it's
At
just
least.
it's so many things around us that's toxic, y'all. You have to live in defense mode. So you really need to be taking herbs, drinking a detox tea, doing something, and making sure that your diet is A1. Because listen, if your diet is A1, but then you might be somebody that uses chemicals on your skin. You might be surrounded around a lot of radiation. You may be, you know, around
Exactly.
things. Always, I heard you talk about bras earlier today, right? A lot of women
Oh
don't know about
yeah.
bras. You know what I'm saying?
Same
So
thing
there's
goes for men with the drawers, with the underwears, with the
the
boxes and all that.
clothing. You know what I'm saying? Everything. You know, so hair products. You know, skincare
Oh,
products.
look,
You know,
toxic chemicals and hair dye.
yeah. So
There's
you,
natural ways. I heard that there was a what you call that? A henna hair dye.
yeah,
If
it
you
is.
want to dye your hair.
Yeah, that my mom, you know, always try to put us onto that henna hair dye. So yeah, but yeah, it's just it's so many different things that's just going on in our environment to make us sick. You know what I'm saying? And because
Yeah,
of that,
it's not just all of that. It's yo, when you think of thoughts like of hatred, jealousy, envy, all of that, that
Mhm.
is also that causes acid in the body. That's acid forming right there. Because your kidneys, a lot of people don't notice, but your kidneys filter your emotions the same way it filters your urine in your blood. So, like a lot of men out there, and I did a story about this, like a lot of men, they hold their emotions in, right?
Yeah.
They don't like let it out. They feel like it's feminine to cry, right?
Hmm.
So that energy gets trapped inside of us, and it suppresses our energy. It causes a whole lot of sickness if you don't let it out. So yo, it's an emotion, energy, emotion. You have to let it go. You know what I mean? You can't hold it in.
Yeah, trapped. A lot of people have years of waste in their body, and they also have years of emotional waste in their body.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? It's not healthy when you just hold that stuff in and just like, you know what? I'm gonna go watch something to take my mind off it. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna have sex. You're just doing everything right the same way people do with their health. Instead of me taking herbs and cleansing, I'm gonna just take medication to cover it up. I'm gonna put a bandage on it. Like a lot of people put bandages on their emotions as well, and that's not healthy.
They can't be alone, and then they go out with people that can't be alone either, and
Yeah.
then get drunk, they get high, and they're using these substances to create a reality of happiness that really doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Always,
Ask
but you
what
can't escape it.
someone asked what I should buy for detox. Well, I know that you actually have a detox tea. So you buy his detox. I know you have a detox ebook. I have a detox and milk ebook
Yeah,
too.
yo, I'm about to have a parasite cleanse and a whole bunch of other herbal formulas that I'm gonna have for sale. Like I believe next week once everything comes in.
Yeah. So get my
Yeah, but I
ebook.
got to.
Get his detox tea, all right? Because the ebook, I put everything on there. If you are someone that's confused about how to eat healthy, you don't know what foods to eat, what to not eat. If you don't know how to do a proper colonic, if you want to get a colonic, if you don't know what certain herbs, like I have so much stuff on there in that ebook. So if you actually want the tea, which I recommend y'all to actually get a tea, because someone asked too. I saw in the comments someone asked, well, how do you do a proper detox? Well, you do it with fruits. I personally recommend fruits. Now, some people would say, "Oh, you can eat fruits and vegetables," but if you understand the chemistry of fruit and vegetables, you will understand why we're going to say eat fruits, because it acts as a cleanser. All right, so you want to eat mostly fruits and take herbs, because herbs are going to speed up the process. All right, and if you have never done a detox ever in life, or you've never done it properly, I recommend you getting some type of herb, some type of detox tea, because it's going to help push it out a lot faster and cleanse and repair your body a lot faster. And
Yeah,
especially health issues, you
and
definitely want
that's
herbs.
what ties in the water content, that H3O2.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not getting that from vegetables. Vegetables is more so like repairing your body after you
That
already went.
it's building your body and your
Right,
cells and your tissues,
right.
and the herbs help rejuvenate. And when you detox, it's like a win-win scenario, because when you detox, you're eliminating all the toxins, but you're also creating healthy new tissues. You're rejuvenating all of the healthy new tissues and cells.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's key to detox.
Oh,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on laxatives? Oh boy. People think laxatives
Like
are toxic. Boy,
like the
that is,
ones you get from the store.
yeah, like it's
Oh,
a
I
big
don't mess with that. I don't mess
no,
with that.
those are not good for you. All right.
Oh,
Like,
but I was talking about it the other day though. Like people really used to drink Pepto Bismol.
people
I
still
used to
do
drink that.
the Pepto Bismol.
Yeah.
People be
Think about it. It's pink. Like, why is it
no, people be drinking the magnesium. You know that liquid
easier?
magnesium? People do that and think that's cleansing them, and it's not. Look at the ingredients that's in it.
Yeah, a lot of people like they be going to these health stores and stuff like that, and yo, the health stores is a setup. Like, they just want your money. It's yo, these health stores. I feel like these brands that are in there, they're attached to big pharma because you look at the ingredients, they're toxic.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be careful and always look at the ingredients.
Yeah, yeah. Laxatives is more so for if you have constipation that's really, really bad and you need it to get out like immediately. That's the purpose of a laxative, right? But here's the thing: you don't want to keep taking a laxative when that happens because your body is telling you something is wrong. All right, so those are indications that you have backed up waste in your gut. So now that you know that, now you got to change your diet so that doesn't happen. All right. But some people abuse laxatives and they purposely, especially women in the fitness industry, and I've been around women who do this, use it thinking that it's going to help them get those results a lot faster. In
Models
actuality,
probably do it too, I'm sure.
yeah. Who do it more?
Models too.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they want to lose a quick 2 inches off their waist. And not even realizing they're causing health issues later on in life. Instead of just doing it the right way, just do it the right way.
They want the shortcut. You can't take the shortcut.
Baby, you cannot take the shortcut. You cannot. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta eat healthy, work out, make sure you're hydrating your body
Watch
with
the products that you're using on your skin too, because everything you put onto your skin is being absorbed into your bloodstream. So, like, let's say a pregnant woman out there, whatever she uses that is toxic, that baby is gonna be transferred to the baby. All of those toxins.
yeah.
So you gotta watch out with the it's too much. You gotta watch out with the feminine wash, like you said, the hair dye. Um,
Yeah, I
be using Nair and stuff like that.
don't put that on your queen stuff, your goddess energy down there. You can't use
Yeah,
that.
all of that is causing infertility.
Even
And and when it comes to that too, you got to be careful because a lot of men, they be thinking that they protecting themselves wearing condoms, but meanwhile the condoms is not going to protect you from catching anything. There's microscopic holes in the condoms, so anything could still pass through. And plus, condoms cause cancer. They don't list the ingredients on the condom box at all, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So men are putting rubber over their penis and then they're inserting it into the vagina. Like, that's crazy right there.
Yeah.
Now the vagina is gonna become acidic. Like,
Ooh,
but the vagina already is acidic though, but like an unhealthy, like very, very bad acidic. Because all of these chemicals cause, it's crazy.
Yeah.
They're hormone disruptors. They cause DNA damage. It's so much, yo.
Someone asked what kind of wash I use. I'm gonna show you what kind of wash I use. So
Oh,
you
you
want
can use this. I got body wash right here. I sell body wash.
that's for down there too? You can use it down there.
Oh, I have yoni oil. I don't have
I got his yoni oil. That's
wash
that's the truth. I got his oil, y'all. It's the truth, right?
too if y'all need shampoo.
Yeah. So I use I forgot the brand because I buy so much in bulk. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, you want to find a natural plant-based product. It'll be like a tea tree base or apple cider. Is it apple? No, it's not that. Tea tree base, and it's something else, but it's natural ingredients and it has natural essential oils in it. So yes, I have a soap. It's a bar soap. It does the job. You know what I'm saying? And then I use your oil, your yoni oil, you know, after. I rub that thing on the thing, you got right. Nice and right down there. Right.
Now I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it.
My like, wait a minute. He like, what you be using? I'm like, that yoni oil. You know what I'm saying?
I got that formula right.
Right. He got that formula. But you gotta eat some watermelon too. The trick is eat some watermelon
Oh, that looks
and
busted.
then put the yoni oil on. I'm telling you, had them messed
Right.
up. Have them messed up.
Nah, yeah, yo.
But yeah, and it's like, what else I was gonna say about down there, and also too, you want to make sure that you cleansing sexual energy off of you too.
Oh, yes, yes. Wait, but before we say that, I just want to say, because I was talking about it, for the men that want to use condoms, if you're going to use condoms, at least get your condoms from like a health food store, like a healthy store, because they have those.
They
Like
do.
alternative. Yeah.
Okay. All right, fellas, take
If
note.
you are going to use it, you feel me?
Yeah, write that
Might as
down.
well use the healthier one.
Yeah, and fellas, y'all have to be doing things too to make sure that your shit is right down there too. Okay, so
Because the meat is causing a whole lot of blockages and inflammation, blood can't flow. You feel me? So now
yeah,
that the libido is down, and also too, stress causes when you stressed out, your body releases a hormone called cortisol, and when your body releases cortisol, that lowers your testosterone levels.
mm-hmm.
So when it comes to your environment, make sure like you're not stressed out. Make sure you're meditating. Make sure you're practicing proper breath work, because a lot of people, they're not breathing right. Their posture is not even right. Our posture is supposed to be straight up, you feel me? And when we breathe, we're supposed to breathe in deep. It's called diaphragmatic breathing, when you breathe in and you intake all that air into your lungs.
Let's do that right. Everybody on this live, these 90 people, I want y'all to do this now. See, I can start getting in the habit of doing this.
Yeah, you
So,
have to. You have to. Because when you breathe proper, when you take deep breaths, all your internal organs receive oxygen. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And a lot of our organs are lacking oxygen, and we need oxygen. You feel me? So, and it also helps you when you're meditating too. And when each emotion has a different breathing rhythm, a different rhythm of breathing, right? So when we're stressed out, we breathe fast. So this is how they feed off like the people that run this matrix, like, you feel me? They feed off of our energy that way. When we're
yeah,
stressed out, that's how, yo, it's all in your breath. So when you practice diaphragmatic breathing, this teaches you, and it like programs you, your body, to basically stay calm in all situations, even when you're stressed out. And this helps with you this helps with your what you call it, you make better decisions. You know how people, when they're like in a moment of stress, they can't
yeah,
even think straight. But when
yeah.
you practice diaphragmatic breathing and you're actually calm, you can actually think. So always make sure your breath is on point.
And more things will start to come to you. You know, someone that lack ideas in your career, in life, if you have mental fog, if you're like, oh my gosh, you're an indecisive person, you know, so breathing properly will help you to reveal these things to you, you know, and you become less stressed. You won't always got to be sitting down trying to, I don't know what to do. It's going to naturally just come to you, right? You're just so calm, and it just comes to you
Like a
one by
download.
the download.
And we're
Exactly.
downloading everything, to be honest. We're downloading this live right now. I'm downloading all this information. Everybody is too. So
Yeah.
be careful with what you're downloading, because the same thing with a computer. If you download the wrong stuff, like, it will shut down.
Mm.
So make sure you're downloading the right stuff. Make sure you unfollow all the people on Instagram or on all your social media accounts that are
Mm.
just doing low vibrational things, and just start learning, because now is the time. It's speeding up. Like I said, like, people don't understand, like, souls are gonna get left behind. Like the lost souls out there, they're gonna have to try to get it right in the next lifetime.
If they can.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing. A lot of people, they still like, I don't even know what to do, and we have Google. You know what I mean? You could do the research. It's the age of information. People are just lazy.
Yeah.
They
And
want all the information right there.
yeah,
Feel me? Like when the video that you saw on Instagram, that's the little seed that you're supposed to take, and then after that, do your own research and then let it grow. Let it grow right there. You feel me? In your mind.
yeah. And you have to be open to hearing things that you're not used to hearing. You know what I'm saying? You know, when I go live, 95% of my audience will exit if I'm talking about any of this, right? And it's just like, if you're not opening yourself up to learn something new, right, then how could you learn something new? You feel me? So if you have the mindset of not wanting to learn something new, you are keeping yourself on the same vibration. You know what I'm saying? How do you expect to get to the next level if you're not doing something or learning something that you've never done before?
Because
So
society got their mind like trapped in a box, yo.
yeah.
We talked about this. Everything is in a box. We talked about this in the last slide. Everything, like the phone is a box, TV is a box,
Bed,
your room is a box. You feel me? The
your
bed
bed,
is a box. Yeah, everything.
a
So
car.
energy dies in a box. So you got to think outside the box. You feel me?
Yeah.
You have
Mm-hmm.
to be open minded. Yup. But
What
it,
do you?
like I said, it all starts with your diet. It all starts with your diet. Switch your diet to a living. Start eating living foods. You have to eat living foods. That's the only way you're gonna make it.
What do you think about? Well, you used to be asking me this. What do you think about people that be like, "Well, how can I work out if I'm not eating meat? How can I get bigger if I'm not eating meat?"
I say, a lot of people, they have parasites in their body and a lot of inflammation and a whole lot of waste, so they can't absorb the right nutrients and minerals when they are consuming healthy foods with protein. And that's the thing, yo. Even me, I didn't realize that I didn't properly detox, and I had parasites inside of me, and they were taking all my nutrition and robbing me from my energy. And I was always getting hungry all the time. I would eat, then I would get hungry right like 15 minutes later.
So the parasites is taking what you need.
Exactly. And they just feasting, and then they secrete feces too, the same way we do. So there's a whole lot of waste in our body. And
Oh,
parasites, they multiply by the thousands, by the millions, yo. And some parasites
oh,
can live in our body for 14 years.
oh.
Get bigger and bigger, and they multiply, and your body is just their home.
Oh. And then people wonder why they so angry. Well, them parasites are angry. You think they happy? You think they ain't there having a happy time in there, laughing and kicking it? No, they ain't there to do damage. They ain't there to do damage control.
Yeah, and also parasites, like when doctors, they don't know what's going on with the body, and they run all these exams and use all this technology to try to find out what's going on, and they can't figure it out. Yo, it's a high chance that it's parasites in the body. And their technology is not going to pick up on that, because the parasites, they hide inside of the red blood cells and behind the cells as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that technology is not going to pick up. So they're going to be like, I don't know what's going on, we don't know what to do, and they're just going to give them whatever drugs or chemotherapy and stuff like that. And chemotherapy is mustard gas, and it has I believe a 1.2 pH level. That's very acidic. So when you have cancer, your body is already acidic. So when you take chemotherapy, it's acidic. So it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like you're adding more acid to the acid in your body.
Mm.
And we got to get off that way of thinking, and we got to stop believing these doctors, because they're going to lead us in the wrong direction, because they don't know about holistic health at all.
And and honestly, sickness occurs also in your mind. The moment you hear a doctor diagnose you with something is when you actually manifesting it. All right. Because here's the thing, right? Have y'all ever heard of the placebo effect? You take one person who isn't on medication, like both persons have the same issue. One person took something to heal themselves and the other person didn't, but both of them think they took it, but both of them end up healing. That goes to show how powerful your mind is, and society knows that. That's why everything like you see, you hear, listen to, you say, right? All of these things manifest what you're currently thinking, what you're currently seeing, what you're currently watching, right? So when doctors tell you this, they're telling you to put you in fear. You feel me? So if you are, you know, creating these thoughts in your head that you have something, then yes, you do have it.
Yeah.
So healing your body is not just eating a healthy diet. Your mind is actually first. It's your mind first, what you consume, right? And then the action, you put it all together. That is how you heal yourself.
Exactly. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, my mom, she went to the doctor for something, and they told her something and she didn't believe it, and she went, you know, and fixed it herself. You know, she was diagnosed with breast issues and disease at one point, and she got rid of it. It's that deep. It's that
And she
deep.
got rid of it the holistic way.
Oh yes, you know, my mom, she like the female Dr. Sabi. So
Let's
yeah.
get it. I love
Yeah.
to hear that.
Yeah. So I remember when I was young and she used to try to tell us certain things, and I'd be like, this woman, what? I always knew something wasn't right with a lot of things, but when I used to hear her say shit, she ain't had no filter. She was like you. So she didn't ease us into it. She just flat out say things, and I'd be like, whoa, what? But now I get it. Now I get it. She'd be like, you not eating that swine in my house. You ain't eating that shit in here. Mm-mm.
Nah, that's good, yo. That's good.
Yeah.
Because anybody that eats bacon and is live right here, you need to know that uh, processed meat is classified as a group 1 carcinogen. And that's at the top of the list to cause cancer. Carcinogens cause cancer. So when you're eating processed meat, yo, you need to understand that you need a detox, yo, for real. I used to eat all of that too. I used to eat everything, everything, everything. And then I was anemic when I was young. And when you're anemic and you're low on iron, that means that you have parasites.
Mm.
Yo, there's a whole lot of disease symptoms and like regular symptoms that parasites mimic. And they don't tell you this. They never mention parasites, but parasites, yo, it's crazy because parasites, they cause dementia. They cause Alzheimer's too. In the brain, you have parasites in your brain. There's the something called the toxoplasma parasite, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this parasite causes schizophrenia. And you could get this parasite from when you mishandle cat litter. And let's say you have mice or whatever and they start eating it and the dust, you breathe it in, you could
Mm-hmm.
get this parasite like that. And this parasite takes over the brain and it makes you worried. You know, people who are always looking at the news and stuff like that, and they're
Yeah.
always worried and just always worried about everything. There's a
Mm-hmm.
high chance they have that parasite. You could also get that parasite from meat because in these feeding lots, there's a whole lot of cats and mice that be running around and stuff like that.
Mm.
So it's dark.
Yeah, it
the
is.
the cattle and all of that, they're eating shit. The swine, they're eating shit because they throwing the food right there on the floor. So the parasite, the toxoplasma parasite, can be in there and it can be transferred to the cow and it can be transferred to the person once they eat it. And the toxoplasma parasite, let's say it can make you sexually attracted to somebody that you wouldn't normally be sexually attracted to. Is that serious? And
Woo!
when you have sex with that person, it because parasites, they want to multiply, they want to get into as many hosts as they can, as many bodies as they can, and they take over your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors. So it's not even you operating your vessel at this point, it's the parasites.
Yeah.
So yo, this is why I'm gonna have that parasite cleanse for y'all. If y'all want to get it right now, there's a whole lot of parasite cleanse y'all can find on the internet. And Yaki, he has a lot of good herbs too.
Yeah.
Detox from
That,
these parasites because it's serious, yo.
I'm about to get right back on my Yaki cleanse, y'all. I got the 3 bitters. I'm about to get right back on that.
Yeah, you have to. We all have to be on the herbs, on the fruits. And here's the thing too, the parasites, yo, they're in the soil too. So on the produce that's being grown, we think it's healthy as vegans. If we don't wash our produce correctly, then there's microscopic parasites on the produce.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yo, parasites, they be taking over. I'm telling y'all, a lot of people, they think that they don't have parasites. They be like, yo, and here's the thing too. When I already know who has parasites, who don't, by the way they eat, by the way they act. And when I bring it up and when I tell them they have to cleanse, it's like their mind goes blank and they're like, and they switch the subject. I already know that's the parasites taking over. Like, no, we want to stay here. So if you're not conscious enough to have that willpower, and say, yo, I really think something's wrong with me. I'm eating every so often and I still feel hungry. I'm having, yo, even when you grind your teeth, I used to grind my teeth. That's a sign you have parasites too. When your ass itches, I made a video on that. When your ass itches, the parasites are laying eggs when you're sleeping by your asshole. So, yo.
Scratching.
Yes. And, yo, herpes is a parasite, the helmet worm. Yo, parasites, they is cancer, yo. It causes cancer. It's, yo, a lot of people, they're sleeping on parasites. They're sleeping on it, and they really have to do the work.
Yeah. I can really, it's so deep for me how I can tell a person's lifestyle and what their health is on simply by being around a person, especially a guy that wants to date me. Y'all don't know, but there's certain guys I would never give the time of day to, right? There's a guy that I met 2 weeks ago, and he ended up revealing that he eat pork once in a while, and I said, I can't date you. Can't date you. I'm sorry, I can't do it. And he was like, what? Like, he thought the shit was weird. You know what I'm saying? And then I had another guy last week that I met, and he told me that he had got the jab. And I said, I'm sorry, I can't date you. I can't. I'm sorry. He was so funny.
Yeah, those are 2 qualifications for me, too. I'm not gonna lie.
No's for me. 2 no's, automatic no's. So those are the first questions that I ask. And I can usually tell by your behavior. I can tell by your behavior what you say and what your lifestyle is like.
Yo, here's the thing, too. Because you mentioned that, like, a lot of, you know how people be saying, like, men think with their other head? Here's the thing. A lot of people don't understand that that's really what it is, because people are being governed by their lower chakras and they can't control it. It's an urge. It's an action that they take.
I'll show y'all something.
So unless people decide to get out of their root chakra, a lot of people are stuck in their root chakra and they're always thinking about sex all the time, fornication, and just eating low vibrational foods and stuff like that, watching porn. Y'all need to get off of that wave. Like,
I'm about to show you something real quick.
I got so much information for y'all. I could talk for days.
I know. Show y'all this real quick, right? So we're talking about eating certain foods, right? Someone asked about doing a post on universal laws. I know all about universal laws. See, here's the thing. Every time you violate a universal law, it will violate your ass. Every time you violate nature, it's going to violate your ass. All right? And society tells you everything. There's nothing that can be done to us without us not knowing. We're just not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? So every single thing, I was just sitting here watching this TV show and I'm just thinking to myself, yo, they put so much shit in this TV show and I bet you people watch it and it just go way over their heads. Right?
Oh.
Manifest.
Oh, you told me.
Yeah. So I want to show y'all. Yeah. So let me show y'all this of what I'm talking about. So the colors, you were talking about the root chakras, right? When you go down a junk food aisle, you see the colors red mostly, but you see red, yellow, and orange, right? Now, it's not by accident when you go down these junk food lines, you see these colors. It's not by accident, because once you come here and you look at your lower chakras, what do you see? The colors red, yellow, and orange. So society is telling you, if you consume these foods, you are literally keeping yourself at your lower self. And when you keep yourself at your lower self, you cannot reach your higher self, which is manifestation, intuition, healthy relationships, being able to communicate, being able to receive love and give love, opening your third eye, all these different things. That's your higher self. For all my people that have unhealthy relationships. You argue with your significant other. You attract negative energy. You are living in poverty. You can't find ideas in your career. You don't know who you are. You don't know what you want out of life. It's simply because you continue to eat these foods. Then you also continue to eat fast food, which are what? The same colors. Red, yellow, orange, your lower self. So every time you consume these things, right, remember, you are keeping yourself at your lower self. And don't let people fool you that got money, rich motherfuckers that got money, right? Because money does not equal happiness. So don't get it twisted, all right? So it's a lot of people that do have the money part, but are they happy? Do they communicate well with their significant other? Do they really know who they are and what their purpose is? Do they have awareness, intuition? Can they open their third eye? You see what I'm saying? So don't let that part fool you, because there are a lot of people that appear to be happy and to have it together just because they have money. But if they are eating these foods, you can't trick your body, y'all. Your body is very intelligent. You can't trick it. So if you're eating this type of foods, you are here. This is where you are at.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with like the root chakra. Like, we're just saying to be stuck there, because the root chakra, that's the foundation. So you need that. But if you stay stuck there, you can't elevate in consciousness at all.
Right. Because all chakras have a meaning, and they all are there for a certain purpose. But if you want to raise your vibration, which is you want to come up to your higher self, which is your intuition, you want to receive digital downloads. If you want to know this and know that, you have to reach your higher self in order to tap into that. So it's just like the society is just trying to tell you, like, yo, if you keep eating unhealthy, then you're not going to reach your higher self.
Yeah, I remember I went to the Mets game, and yo, it's like they program you to be hungry at these sports events, yo, and all you see is red and yellow everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere. And then, you know what's crazy? They got the Stand Up to Cancer Foundation logo right there. Like, they sponsoring it. They got a big logo of it, but they're serving hot dogs, which I said is processed meat, and it causes cancer. So how you gonna have Stand Up to Cancer, but you're serving cancer at the same spot? That's like they have these commercials when they be talking about, oh, sciatica, take this, and we already know that that's not healthy or whatever they be promoting on the TV. Like, if there's a commercial about it, stay away from it. But you know how they be promoting like these medications and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they talk about the side effects.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot my train of thought.
The medication from, what was it? You were talking about a health medication with it. But
it'll come back to me, yo.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like in the medications too. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of it.
I got it. They be talking about how you be seeing sick people, right? And they be saying, take this medication, even though it's gonna make you sick. But then the commercial right after that is promoting something that is gonna make you sick.
Wow.
Whether it be a product for your skin, whether it be a burger, a juicy burger that you see with mad cheese on it, and this programming your subconscious mind, and they emit a certain frequency with the certain music that they put to program your mind to be hungry and to call these parasites. And also, I have it right here too, but
psychology,
they have patented technology right here. I got it right here. Silent subliminal mind control. So there's invisible frequencies that are coming off of the TV or anything that's being broadcasted, and it's literally controlling your mind. And if you have parasites and you're already operating at a low vibration, you're automatically going to be manipulated to just consume whatever is on the TV, and you're going to want whatever's on the TV. Wow. And be manipulated. So let's say you see some girl on TV or whatever, and you're operating at a low vibration. They're sending off frequencies to make you horny and to make you want to have sex.
That's what somebody just said. They sexualize food too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We all know that the pizza is the vagina, the hot dog. We already
Yeah.
know, like, we
Snickers
already
bar.
know all of this, yo.
All of that stuff. It's like all of that stuff, man. Everything is sexualized. You
The
know what I'm saying?
chocolate bar.
Chocolate bar. Yup. And then y'all wonder, and then y'all be like, when y'all have y'all be like, it tastes good. Like that's not normal. Like if you eat your food,
Exactly.
that's not normal.
And then, you know, a lot of people they bring, and I feel like we talked about this before, but I feel like a lot of people weren't on the live. But people bring the food into sex. You know what I mean? They bring the
Yeah.
whipped cream and shit like that, and they bring whatever food they want to bring. And meanwhile, that's acidic. That's dairy that got pus in it,
Ugh.
and
And
all of that. It's acidic. So,
yeah.
yo, you have acidic beings having sex, and let's say they have a baby, right? You have acidic semen. You have an acidic uterus. Yeah, you feel me? So the baby is automatically gonna be operating at a not a natural state of homeostasis. He's gonna have low immunity, or she.
Yeah. Because sex is supposed to be spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And then the moment you start doing all those other things like watching porn.
Yeah, and everything is information. So when you're having sex, that's information. When you are eating these foods while having sex is information too. So now you got the white man invading when you're having sex because of these corporations and what their frequency, and they put that frequency, and we already know that frequency is killing us, whatever is in the food, because it's a low frequency.
And watching
So,
porn. Watching porno while having sex with your partner is not normal either, y'all. People are like, well, what's wrong with that? We're both watching it. What do you mean? You're in taking that energy from that person. All right. So you might as well be having sex with that person.
yo, so what you think about the OnlyFans then?
The OnlyFans is just as bad because
I
now
feel like that too.
you have a lot of different energy, watching you in a sexual way. One thing that I hate about social media for me is how a lot of guys sexualize me. I can't help how I look, so men are going to be men. But when you intentionally are doing something for attention or to be viewed in a sexual way, right? Now you're literally attaching all of these different energies to you because you're opening yourself up. You feel me? So,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll start to affect you in life. So it's just like you have to be careful with over being overly sexual for all of these different energies because they all want to latch on to you. So that's why it's very important to be cleansing energy off of yourself. Like y'all will never ever see me doing things for attention, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
Yeah, and it goes deep. Like,
Yeah.
you don't even have to, you feel me? Like, people could masturbate to your photos and
Yeah.
all of that, and that's sending energy because we only see 1% of the visible electromagnetic spectrum. That little dot in our eye, that little black dot, that is what is perceiving all of this. That's how we see everything. That little dot. That's
Yeah.
how we see, that's why we only see 1%. But you
Mm,
see, like the aliens back then when they had like the black eyes, they could see
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Because black, the more melanin you have, the more dark it is, the more melanin you have, and melanin can take light. But
Yeah.
anyways, damn, I be forgetting my train of thought.
I
But
won't, I won't even date a man who watch porno. That's another no too. If you tell me you watch porno, that's a definite no for me. It's a major turn off to me. Major.
you could be addicted to it. You're chasing dopamine, and once your dopamine is released, that's it. And yo, there's when you look at porn, you're intaking all of that energy too, and then you're wondering why you have certain dreams and stuff like that. And yo, sometimes when you have sex with somebody in your dream, it can literally be a demon in the astral realm. And a lot of people don't know that. Not all the time. It could be somebody that maybe you're vibing on the same level with, and then y'all meet each other in the astral realm. It could be like that, but it could also be a demon. And then
It can.
people wake up with scratches and shit like that. You feel me?
What? Oh my
You notice, people be waking up with scratches, and then they be like, "Oh, that dream was amazing, yo. Why did I wake up? I want to go back to it."
Yo, oh nah, bro.
They want to go back to the
Oh,
demon.
I don't nobody, I ain't gonna lie and say I haven't, but no. I've had dreams where they are vivid and I'm like having sex with like LL Cool J when he was younger or some shit like that. Like, but I'm not having no sex with damn spirit.
That's funny.
On that shit.
Nah, yeah, they could take over. They could take over. That's why you have to protect your energy, because like I said, you're downloading everything. Everything you're downloading. So whatever you download, your
Yeah.
subconscious mind picks up on everything, even if you're not paying attention to it. Like, let's say the TV was playing right now. My subconscious mind, even though I'm not paying attention to it, it would still be picking up on everything, all those vibrations. That's why you got to set your environment right. Make sure your energy in your environment is straight.
I'm telling you, and cleanse the energy in your home too, y'all. When I used to have, I haven't had an out of body experience in maybe like months, but I used to have it all the time. I will cleanse the energy in my home. But then there's reasons why you have out of body experiences. A lot of people not sure what that is, and when you tap into your higher self, you'll start to have them. So yeah, I do a lot of cleansing the energy in my home, because thinking about it, you are out in public, especially if you're in a profession where you are around energy all the time. And let's say you are already dealing with emotional and mental things, then you are more prone to negative energy. So that negative energy is latches onto you a lot easier versus somebody else that may be on a higher, frequency than you. So you definitely want to make sure that you're cleansing that energy, because now you wonder why, like you feel sad, even more sad. And if you already have a lifestyle that is unhealthy, and then you around negative energy and you bringing all that back into your home, right? So it's very important to cleanse the energy off of you and also cleansing the energy in your home as well.
Exactly. And people may ask, like, how do you do that? Like,
yeah,
ways you could do that. And before I go there, if you want to cleanse spiritually, you have to cleanse physically. It goes hand in hand.
Yes.
It literally goes hand in hand. Because
Yeah.
once you start to eat living foods high in electric charge, like the H3O2, then your consciousness is going to elevate. You're going to start decalcifying your pineal gland, and your intuition is going to boost, and that voice in your head is going to be clear, and you're not going to have those parasites invading your mind. And it all starts with the gut. It all starts with the gut, and it travels. So, make sure your gut is correct. Make sure you're cleansing your colon. Make sure you're doing what you have to do.
So
not, as time goes on, your body is going to start shutting down. And once your body is at a certain frequency, that's when you start to manifest illness like cancer and stuff like that. Because our organs, like, my fault. Our organs, that's what you call musical instruments, organs. So our organs are all throwing off a certain frequency. So once that frequency is too low, they're not going to operate the same way. So make sure your emotions is right. Make sure you're not holding in your emotions. Like I said, make sure your diet is correct. Make sure you're eating right. Make sure your environment is right. Make sure you're not using these toxic products. Make sure you get crystals and like copper. I got copper right here. I got a copper pyramid. This is good for radiation. I got pyrite. This is good for radiation too. And this is good for manifesting abundance too. Pyrite.
I like shungite and
That's good for radiation too.
Okay. Yep. Yep, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Don't let religion keep you in a box, because I was religious too. And when I brought crystals to my house at first, my pops was like, "Yo, why you got that?" I had sage too. He was like, "Yo, why you got that?" And they're so programmed the religious way, but now he knows why I have it. He understands now. But a lot of religious people, they're programmed to think that all of this is evil.
Yeah.
But it's not evil. They just don't want you unlocking your higher self.
Exactly.
Once you unlock your higher self, you can no longer be controlled. And because their whole thing is having you with blind faith. So that's their whole thing. But once you no longer have that faith in that whatever, that nothingness, then you can level up. But religion, all religions, I feel like they're trying to explain the human body and how to level up in your consciousness, but a lot of people don't understand this. Like atoms, you already know the molecules, atoms, the Eve gene, the melanated woman carries the Eve gene, and she's the only woman out of every race to carry the Eve gene, and that is the gene, mitochondrial DNA. You can literally give birth to any skin complexion kid, and that's what it is. And then the tree of life, the tree with the apple, they bit the apple. A lot of people don't understand that was when they had sex. And yo, a lot of people don't understand this, yo, but religion is basically just trying to explain to you how the human body works. But a lot of people, they're thinking too deep. They're thinking too deep with it.
Yeah, and it's also created to make you follow.
Not deep enough, actually.
Yeah, it's also created to make you follow something purposely, so you don't follow anything else outside of what they're teaching you.
Yeah,
you know,
and the serpent, that's the Kundalini energy, but they don't want you to notice.
Yeah,
the Kundalini is evil, but the serpent going up the tree of life, the Kundalini energy is going to rise of against the 33 vertebrae of your spine, and once it reaches the 33rd vertebrae of the spine, that's when you reach Christ consciousness. That's why Jesus died when he was 33 years old. But a lot of people look over that.
It's power. We are so powerful, y'all. I don't think y'all know it.
But yeah, and your Kundalini energy can rise when you practice semen retention. A lot of people, they're busting nuts all the time.
Oh yeah, I've heard of guys telling me this. One of my homeboys be telling me he be doing this. Like, so yeah, when people be like, guys be like, oh, I do semen retention, but do you know why you're doing semen retention? Do you know why? Do you know do you really know how to use that? A lot of guys don't. So
you're right. A lot of guys are just doing it
just because it sounds cool, or they think they're taking a break, and then you turn out to still not. You still ain't changing. You still ain't shit dude. Like, you're taking break from women and you still ain't shit. You still not learning anything. You're not applying anything. But then a lot of guys use this line, I do semen retention. This is how I, become much more powerful. But you really don't understand what it takes to become much more powerful. It's work in it. You really have to do internal spiritual work to really make it work. So,
and women have the Kundalini energy too. So don't just be thinking it's just for men, because women have the Kundalini energy too.
Yeah. Someone asked how do a way to detox. Well, we said you have the tea. I have the ebook. If
they said what?
Like detoxing, how to detox. There's different ways you can detox. You can detox. There's different types of herbs you can take. You can take tinctures. You can take herbs. You can take a liquid. You know what I'm saying? But I recommend making sure that y'all find someone that you can trust that really have the real stuff, because a lot of people are promoting these detox teas and they're not potent. They put just a little bit in there, and you thinking that it's really doing something and it's really cleansing you out, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I like Yaki because his shit is no joke. And let me tell y'all, every time I take any of his products, I'm not only detoxing the waste out of me, y'all, I'm detoxing the negative emotions out of me. I literally get depressed off of his stuff because that stuff is coming out my mind and out my spirit. And I literally will get depressed. And like, it'll be at night, in the middle of the night, and I can hear all sorts of negative thoughts just coming out. You know what I'm saying? And then like a few days later, I feel so refreshed, because now my body is telling me I had stored emotional waste in me. So it's just like, now that goes to show he is really getting the real stuff from other countries versus these detox teas we get out of Vitamin Shop and is not doing shit. So if you really want to know something works, pay attention to your emotions. How do you feel in your mind and your spirit? That's an indication if the detoxing process is really happening. So I'll recommend y'all get his tea. And if you someone that's starting this journey, or you started it and you're not really sure of certain foods to eat, I put so much stuff in my
Oh,
detox ebook.
yeah, we both got detox ebooks. We
Yeah.
get both of our detox ebooks, yo. The link is in the bio for both of ours.
Yeah. Someone, I want to answer this question. Someone asked, always, she said, I have a question. You can drop your question. I wanted to answer this question. Someone asked, how do you cleanse sexual energy off of you? How do you cleanse energy in your home? Very good question. All right. So there's a few ways you can do it. I personally open my windows up and I do it with sage. And then afterwards, I set the intentions in my home, and then I'll use my Palo Santos. All right, that's how I normally cleanse. Or you can you can get sea salt. Sea salt, put it in some cups, put it in the corners of your house, and it absorbs negative energy. And then just dish it out probably like 2 days later. So that's another great way. You can get a salt lamp. That's also another way.
Certain plants, you gotta have your
Yes.
house with your home with plants. You know what I mean? It cleanses and it purifies the air. Like the snake plant is good also for radiation. The spider plant is good for radiation. Aloe vera. And these plants, they also purify the air too. And she was talking about sage. A lot of people don't know that sage can also act as an insect repellent. Sage is good for headaches too. When you make it as a tea, it's good for your lungs. It's good for removing mucus. There's a whole lot of benefits for sage.
You can use it. Oh, I didn't know that. You can use it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do this number and I breathe it in, and that's really relaxing and calming. If you got headaches too, that also helps too.
And I like to breathe in lavender oil.
Me too. I have that. I put it in my hands and I do this.
Yeah, that raises your frequency, literally.
Yes.
Literally and raises your frequency.
Bed too. When you do it before bed, you're gonna sleep so good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that.
Yo, but we were talking about detoxing, right?
Yeah.
But if a person that is detoxing, if they aren't following the circadian rhythm, then their body is not gonna properly detox. And the circadian rhythm, that's like the body's biological clock. I think I have it right here. So this is the circadian rhythm. I have this on my website for free. You could screenshot this. But basically, through the hours of 5 through 12, our body is going through a stage of detoxification. So when you wake up, don't go to eat a heavy breakfast with solid food and stuff like that. Go for fruits, or have a herbal tea, have a healthy juice or a smoothie or something like that, or just straight up fast, or have warm key lime water. You feel me? And don't have anything heavy until after 12, because your body is detoxing. That's when you're eliminating waste at that time. Now, from 12 to 3, that's when you can eat whatever you want to eat. Nothing unhealthy, of course, but if you want to eat solid foods, you can. But let's say when the sun is down, you're not supposed to be eating when the sun is down. And especially before you go to sleep, do not eat, because you're making the body dense. We're supposed to have a light body, you know what I mean? So now our body is filled up with food, and our body can't, because while we're sleeping, our body is detoxifying the whole time. You understand? So if we have food, it's gonna block our mind, it's gonna block our body, especially if it's acidic food. It's gonna cause inflammation. So our dreams, we won't be able to dream the same way, and our body won't be able to detoxify the way it's supposed to. So make sure you don't eat before you go to sleep.
And it causes sleep issues, right? If you toss and turn in your sleep, well, it's because,
exactly.
I'm saying.
Make sure that you're sleeping at nighttime, because that's when your body is secreting melatonin. And we need melatonin. The pineal gland secretes melatonin. That's a hormone. And that helps regulate, melatonin helps regulate our sleep cycles. So if our sleep cycles are all the way messed up, it's crazy. We won't be able to properly detox.
Right. Someone asked what type of oil was it? It was lavender oil. Lavender oil that we're talking about. And then someone else asked, well, what about if you work out early in the morning? That's a really good question. So y'all know I'm a fitness influencer. eat before I work out. That's just me. If I wake up early in the morning, usually when you wake up early in the morning, that's when you have the most energy throughout the day. So technically you shouldn't have to need to eat for energy, because that's when you have the most energy anyway, if you are eating healthy, you know. So you can drink a juice, drink a fruit juice that gives you energy. Like for me, berry, I like a berry juice or something like that. Or I put maca root powder in there. If you're eating for energy, is that what you mean? Are you needing something for energy? Is that what you're saying? You don't have to eat solid food for energy. You can get that from a liquid.
Exactly.
And, yeah, it'll make you feel fulfilled enough until after the workout.
It's more potent. Your body digests it faster.
Yeah.
And too, we have to make sure that when we eating our food, that we're chewing it the right amount of times that we're supposed to be chewing it, 30 to 40 times. Because when food is not digested properly, the hydrochloric acid in our body, that's basically the acid in our body that breaks down the food and turns the solid into a liquid. You understand? So let's say somebody's drinking right after they eat some food. This is diluting the hydrochloric acid in the body. Now your hydrochloric acid in the body can't break down the food that you're consuming, and that's gonna cause a whole lot of waste in the colon. So make sure that you're making eating a separate thing and drinking a separate thing. Don't combine the two.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're too much. Like, if you look in nature, like no other animal does that. They eat and they drink when they drink. You know what I mean? And they're not mixing foods. They're not combining a whole bunch of foods either. It's called mono eating. That's what we're supposed to be practicing, especially if we want to detox. And make sure, because a lot of people, they be mixing melons with strawberries and kiwi and having it all together, but they don't understand that you're supposed to be eating melons alone. Because when you mix all these fruits, and let's say you mix fruits with vegetables too, it causes fermentation in the body, and that is acidic. And once you have too much acid in the body, your body becomes an inviting place for and illness.
Right. So
Make sure when it comes to I hope y'all taking notes. I really hope y'all taking notes.
Listen, drop some 8s if y'all love this information, because we giving y'all a lot. Okay, this is free coaching. You know, speaking of free coaching, all right, we have something major coming for y'all. All right, we have something really major coming. Okay, so if y'all want to join our free training next Sunday, our first webinar, I cannot wait. All right, make sure you click the link. Make sure you click the link in my bio and register. It is a free training. I promise you. If you are someone trying to figure out how to go from A to Z, if you lack ideas in your career, if you are unhealthy in your mind, if you attract negative energy, if you're not sure who you are, why you exist,
people dropping 8s.
you don't know how to turn your pain into profit. Because when I tell you, everything that you experience in life is for a reason, and you're supposed to use it to your advantage, right? If you went through sexual harassment, sis, you're supposed to use it to your advantage. You're supposed to gain something off it. You don't just go through shit in life and then it just act like it never happened. Use it to your advantage. So we're gonna talk about how to use certain things to your advantage so that you can be healthy, so that you can attract healthy energy and attract money and make money in your career all at the same time. All right. So you do not want to miss the training, and there's limited slots because this is a webinar. So the first people that get on, that will be it. But y'all have to register, all right? And it's gonna go down next Sunday.
Yeah, y'all definitely gotta tune into that for sure. It's
gonna be dope. All right. A lot of y'all gonna learn so much and be like, oh shit, I didn't know I could make money off of doing this. I didn't know that I could become healthier by doing this. You can have health and wealth, y'all. Don't let society trick you. You do not have to compromise one for the other. You can have both, all right?
Not to brag, but literally I had nothing. Literally, I had no platform, no money, no nothing at all. I used to when I first started my business, I went to Dollar Tree to get my jars for my tea when I first started. And 2.5 years later, I already made over 225,000 in sales. So if you stay dedicated and you really have a pure purpose and you really have like pure intentions, yo, you're gonna manifest abundance. And once you change your diet and you start eating living foods, you're gonna attract opportunities. You're gonna attract certain people because, yo, our heart, it has like a certain field that it gives off, and it stretches within 6 feet around us, a radius, right? And that frequency, yo, whatever your frequency is on, you're attracting whatever it is. So
Yeah.
you're gonna attract abundance. You're gonna attract certain people that are gonna help you along your path.
Right. Bro, pin the website so they'll see it, so they'll know how to register.
Oh, we got seamoss boss in the building.
What up? Yeah.
No doubt, bro.
Yes, he's absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to compromise one for the other. You know what I'm saying? You can be, and let me be honest, y'all, not too many people are healthy and have a successful career, have a developed career, know what they want out of life. A lot of people have one or the other, you know what I'm saying? But you can have both. And there's certain things that you have to do in order to have both. Once you understand certain things, y'all, that's when you are at peace. That is when you truly become much more happy within yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
Provide value. You have to provide value. You know what I mean? A lot of people, like, and here's the thing too, because if you look at, yo, I don't really promote my business the way I should be promoting it. I could be promoting my business 5 times a day, every day, but all I do is post content to elevate the minds, and then that attracts people to click that link in my bio. I'm not selfish, all about just making the money. I really want to see the people change. Everything that I have is providing value. Like, a lot of people, they're growing their hair back. A lot of people don't have dandruff anymore. They don't have eczema on their scalp anymore. You know what I mean? And you have to provide value, because once you provide value, that's it. The community is going to love you because you hold a certain spot in there that nobody can really imitate, because that's you, your original. That's your value.
Yeah.
So you have to find out what value can you bring, and how you're going to find out your purpose. I'm not going to lie. I had a spiritual awakening when I had a trip on shrooms, and I was also vegan, so I was already conscious. But yo, eating right will literally have your mind switch, and you will start attracting a lot of people. They don't understand why, yo, I'm working my job every day, I'm busting my ass, and I'm working longer hours for more money, and it's really adding up to nothing. They have to keep working. They have to keep working, and they always end up broke. Something always pops up where they have to spend money, and they're like, fuck, I'm always broke. Now I got to work more. And that's not the thing. You don't have to work more. You see, because you're giving your energy and your time away to these corporations. They're feeding off of that. And they're paying you this fake fiat currency paper money that has no value. And as time goes on, they're increasing the labor, but the pay is decreasing. So you're really slaving in these corporations, because, yo, you have to use your job as a stepping stone and pay attention to everything in your job, because everything in your job, that's going to set you up for when you're running your business and how your business should run. When I was working at ShopRite as a manager, I didn't know that that was literally preparing me to know everything about business. Not everything, but a lot, like the basics.
Right. Yeah,
So
we do things, a lot of people are doing it backwards. We are working on the outside of us instead of on the inside of us. We're supposed to we spend most of our time at a job when you're supposed to spend most of your time doing internal healing, internal work. So that it's like you're getting 2 for 1 when you do internal work. When you do the outside work, you only getting 1 for 1, really. But when you do internal work, you are healing yourself, and then you start to attract certain things naturally. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to go do X, Y, and Z and busting your ass just to get one opportunity. You're doing the internal work so that you are literally starting to attract it. You know what I'm saying? So when I had my spiritual awakening and I started changing my lifestyle, I started attracting things naturally. It can be something as simple as I can hear my higher self, my inner self telling me, go to the gym. I'm like, why go to the gym now? I was going to go five hours from now. Why go right now? And then I go, and then the person next to me, which a female that I'm still friends with, she has connections to Netflix, because I was literally just talking about I want my story on Netflix, and she works at Netflix. She works on set with all of these, with a lot of different shows that's on Netflix. You see what I'm saying? So that's how manifestation works. When you do the internal work, you're not only attracting what you want, but then you also become healthier. You raise your vibration, and that is true peace. And that's why I said a lot of people, they may have those opportunities because they're doing the work on the outside of them, but then they are unhealthy mentally, emotionally, physically, because they didn't do the internal work. That's how that works. So this course is going to help you do the internal work so that you can have both.
Yeah, you have to have a balance. You have to have a balance.
Yes. I have been vegan all my life. I'm 4 years old. You've been vegan all your life. Goodness, all your life?
That's crazy.
Jeez.
That's dope right there.
That is. You got a vegan mommy? Shoot. You must got a vegan mommy. Cause listen. So make sure y'all click the link in my bio and register, you know, because Los is gonna be the guest on there, and I promise y'all don't want to miss. It's gonna be very good. I mean, it won't be on IG Live, it's gonna be on a webinar. All right, it's a whole slideshow thing going on. All right.
Yeah, and y'all gotta subscribe to my YouTube too, and go check out the videos and the previous lives on my YouTube.
Yeah, the previous.
And
I was looking.
And I'm gonna be dropping more YouTube videos, so y'all definitely need to subscribe.
Yes. Someone asked about my mom. What did I say? Well, she had breast issues. She didn't have breast cancer, but she did have some issues with her breast, and she had diabetes at one point.
Yo. And what did she take? Like, she just started fasting and stuff like that?
Yeah, fasting and taking certain herbs. I'm not sure what herbs, but she was taking herbs and fasting.
Yo, you know what I didn't tell nobody? I'm not gonna lie. Remember when I told you, like, I had parasitic eliminations and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, so earlier this year, I had swollen lymph nodes, right? Under my armpits.
Wow.
Like, yo, what the fuck? How this happening to me? Like, I'm mad healthy. I'm always eating good. I be drinking my tea. And I'm like, yo, this can't be happening. I didn't tell nobody because I'm like, everybody's going to be like, yo, then you healthy is what you doing all of this for. You feel me? So I was like, all right, boom. This is what I have to do. I stopped eating. I only ate fruits for 2 weeks. That's it. That's all I did, and I literally fasted. And I ate like a salad here and there, but I literally had like 2 right here in this armpit, and I had like 3 in this armpit. And I was like, what the fuck? Because my friend, his father, had cancer, and it started off like a little bump under his armpit, and it grew like the size of a softball. So I was getting mad nervous. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to just do what I tell everybody to do. Fast. Just really get on my detox. So I literally fasted, and throughout my fast, I had these parasitic eliminations, yo, that were crazy. And I told you I had like OD parasitic eliminations, but every day, literally, and I'll be drinking my tea, and lemons helped out a lot too. Lemons, people be sleeping on lemons. They say it's not alkaline, but when it goes into the body, it is alkaline. But when you test it, on the surface right outside, it's acidic. But basically, yo, I healed myself, and the lymph nodes went down. And that's when I created the 30-day detox. And whatever, everything I did is literally in that 30-day detox book. But yo, I was really nervous, and it literally went down. And all I did was fast, take my herbs, eat mad fruits and melons, and it went down. Yeah. And I didn't tell nobody. I ain't tell my mom. I ain't tell nobody.
Why do you think that happened?
You know why I think it happened? Because I never fully detoxed. Like a real detox. I never did a 2-week fast. That's next level right there. When you fast for that long.
Yeah.
Yo, here's the thing. I told you I was anemic when I was young. Yo, parasites can live up to 14 years. And when you're anemic and you're low on iron, you have parasites. So they could have been living in me the whole time,
Mm,
robbing all of my vegan nutrition that I'm eating, all my plant-based nutrition. Me thinking I'm healthy, but since I never fully detoxed from those parasites, yo, they were
mm,
still inside of me.
mm,
And that's why I had the swollen lymph nodes. And that's when I said, yo, I literally have to go on a fast and detox.
mm.
And here's the thing too, when it comes to deodorant, don't wear antiperspirant deodorant, because that's blocking your sweat glands, that's causing blockages. And when you sweat, that is a way of elimination. That's how you eliminate toxins. So if y'all need some good deodorant, I make deodorant too. Y'all can get that. Link is in the bio.
Oh shoot, I didn't know that. You got
Yeah, I
deodorant
got deodorant.
website real quick.
But not seriously, when it comes to the deodorant, be careful. Even when it comes to the healthy vegan deodorants, be careful, because they have unnecessary chemicals. And yo, all these pores is being absorbed into our bloodstream, all these toxins. So we need to be careful. We under attack.
Yeah, everything.
For
Yeah.
real.
And people that think, oh yeah, well, if I sweat, I'ma smell. The reason why you're smelling is because you have
Food
toxic
you eat,
here. All right,
and
that's it.
everything is blocked inside.
Yeah, if you
Yo,
smell, oh my God. So this guy that I thought I had liked, right? And I was chilling with him, right? And I was like, cause me and him been friends for like 3 years. And one day we decided to like just really meet up and just talk and vibe, and that's all we did. And I got close to him and I can when he started perspiring, I smelt it. And it was a major turnoff because like if you sweat and you smell, that's an indication you need to detox. You know what I'm saying? So your
and
body
then,
is talking to you.
and then people, they're taking the deodorant and it's blocking their sweat glands. So all that, those fumes, those toxins that are being released, that need to be released, is being stuck inside of you.
Yeah.
So imagine the way your inside of your colon smells and all of that, especially if you eat meat, especially if you consume dairy and you mix all of these together. Your
Mm.
body can't digest all of this together. So it's going to be just left in your body for a whole lot of days and months and years if you don't detox.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
That's
like
the
you
word of the day, detox, yo.
you gonna smell at first, y'all, but you have to get over that. All right. The same you shit, your shit smell, right? All right. So just look at it that way. Don't hold on to it because you're fearing the smell. You have to let it out. So it's normal to sweat there. I sweat under my underarms when I work out, and I had to get used to it. All right, when I started using natural deodorant, I had to get used to sweating under there. And then after a while, when I sweat now, I don't smell anything. All right, so you have to cleanse yourself, but you got to get past that fear, man, for real, for real.
Yeah, facts.
There's going to be a lot of things that's very uncomfortable when it comes to healing. All right, when you do an emotional detox, it's not fun. It's very uncomfortable. You will get depressed. All right. Today I had to go spend $150 because I had to get an oil change and I had to get something else done on my car, something minor. I still have a really good car, but the point is I didn't want to spend $150, but I had to, right? The same. So look at your body the same way. Your body's a vehicle. If you just neglecting it and you're not cleansing yourself, right? What happens to your car if you're not changing the oil? The engine going to break down. If you're not cleansing your body, what you think is going to happen to your body over time? So a lot of things that you do when it comes to health and wellness, you're not going to want to do it. But y'all got to get your head out your ass and just do it
Yeah.
anyway.
And here's the thing too, like when you are fasting and you're detoxing, all you're gonna have symptoms from your fasting and your detoxing. Like you might get a headache, you might catch a fever and stuff like that. And these are all signs, these are good signs.
Yeah.
Those are signs that those toxins are being eliminated. But before they're completely eliminated, they are being transferred into the bloodstream. So that's why we're getting all of these symptoms. So don't try to suppress the symptoms with like a pill or something like that. Just take like a tea, or take lavender, make a tea with lavender or lavender essential oil, put it on your nose or whatever. And yeah, like
Yeah.
symptoms when you are really, really detoxing. When it's official and you're doing the right thing, you're gonna have symptoms. So don't let that scare you and make you think like, oh, I went vegan and it made me sick. Like, no, you getting sick because that's all the toxins and garbage you put into your body before you decided to be conscious of what you put in your body.
Right.
So
Yes.
you have years of backed up garbage in your body. So of course you're gonna feel some type of way when you actually start putting the right stuff in your body.
Yeah, that's why I'm about to do this fast. And every time I do these herbs in this fast, like I feel so much better. I always feel like I raise my vibration. I feel more at peace within myself. You know what I'm saying? I used for a while I was having like a natural high. And I can tell when I come off my natural high, and then I'm like, oh, it's time to detox, you know? So pay attention to your body. Your body talks to you every day. Your spirit, your inner self is talking to you every day, but are you listening? Are you paying attention? Every day, you know, life is trying to show you something to get closer to what you want out of life, ignoring it. Whether it's you supposed to be having a conversation with the person right next to you, but you have social anxiety and you're not talking to that person, but yet that person has the next biggest opportunity for you and is right next to you, and you're missing it because of lack of intuition,
That's
lack of
true.
awareness.
That's true.
Every single day you get up, there's a sign
Wow.
in your help you along your journey. Are you paying attention? Are you paying Y'all know how many opportunities I've received in my career simply by talking, simply by smiling, simply by being happy, attracting people because of my energy. Hey, don't miss it. Don't miss your next opportunity. Your future husband, your future wife could be sitting right next to you, but because you thinking about some negative ass shit with your ex from last year, you thinking about social media drama, some celebrity drama. Your mind is on that, but you're missing like something is sitting right here and you're missing it. You're missing it.
Damn. That was deep.
Damn. I'm looking at these sign ups because listen, this training is gonna be lit. Let me see who joined. I'm about to call y'all out. Cece, I see you on here. Sunshine, I see you on here.
Wow. That was
Make
deep.
sure you join this training. All right, I'm telling y'all. Dead ass. Think negative and negative will find you. It definitely will find you. You know what I'm saying? So when I learned this skill, y'all, there was no turning back. Cause now I be talking to everybody. I cleanse so that I can attract people. A lot of times I ain't even gotta open my mouth. People talk to me, y'all. They come to me and talk to me. You feel me? Like I ain't never in
Right.
my life thought I
Yeah.
would date a millionaire. I just started dating like successful men now. Even the guys that I attract are different. And it's not even just about money. It's just simple fact that these are different types of men now that I attract. So ladies, if you like, oh, my ex did this, it's you, sweetheart. It's you.
You know what it is? A lot of people holding on to trauma,
Yes.
and they're letting
Yes.
that dictate the way they move throughout this throughout their reality.
Yes. So success just isn't money. Exactly. It's not just money. It's just the mindset of a person. It's their intentions, right? It's much more peaceful now when I date. I'm not attracting toxic men with, that have so much extra baggage, right? To the point where now I'm stressed and I can't get rid of this person. You feel what I'm saying? That's the type of energy that I used to attract. And the reason why I was attracting it was because of me, because I had unresolved issues.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times we think it's the other person. Oh, I attract this, and dudes ain't this. Like, no, sis, it's you. It's you. You have to do some internal work. You got to do some internal cleansing. And once you do that, now you will attract somebody that's more in alignment with you on a higher vibration. I don't attract no toxic men. I don't attract that. I don't know what that feels like anymore, because now I'm much more aware of the type of men that comes to my presence. And that's another thing too. If you get stuck with a guy and 6 months down the line, he's been acting a certain way, right? It's also because of you, because you lack awareness. It's nobody's fault that you didn't see certain signs in the beginning. Now, I ain't going to say I don't have ain't shit men trying to approach me, but guess what? My antennas are up and I'm paying attention. I'm aware now. My intuition is turned on. So you won't last a day with me. You won't even last one conversation with me if you toxic. You feel me? But I had to do the
So
internal
the end.
work first.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Nah, but yeah, people don't understand like when you entangle yourself with certain people, it's not all about just sexual energy. That could literally be making you, you could have a flat tire and then stub your toe and then something happened to you like really bad. And this is all because you got yourself involved with that one person. So now it's like you got this dark cloud over you and they transferred that cloud to you, because a lot of people don't know this, but it's in the book that I told you to get, the genetic kiss.
Yeah. Oh, it
So
just
there's literally 30 different yous inside of you in your consciousness, and these 30 yous are your ancestors. So all those different voices in your head, there's 30 different of them, 30 different personalities. So the more, like, even when you kiss somebody and you exchange saliva, that, so whatever, however many people they mess with, the 30 people from that person and however many people they mess with, now you take on all of that energy, because we all have the 30 U's inside of us.
mm, mm, mm,
So let's say you have sex with somebody that is very loose, right? And they have
yeah,
sex with like 50 people or 100 people or something like that. You can
right.
literally take all that energy. So if your life isn't going the way you want, you're not manifesting abundance, you're always just, your life isn't just the way you want it. Make sure you're not having sex with the wrong people,
Mm-hmm.
and not even kissing the wrong people. That's big too. Like, a lot of people don't understand that.
Right.
And a
Mm,
lot of people, they be getting drunk off the alcohol, right? And they be just loose. And you know, when people be like falling off the liquor, they look like they tripping and shit like that.
mm-hmm.
It's literally a spirit pushing them to make them fall so they can open their skin and bleed. Because once you have an open cut, that's a portal for a lower vibrational entity to enter and take control of your body. So whenever you see people drunk and they're like falling, it's because there's a spirit there, an invisible entity that we cannot see, pushing them because it wants to take control and open their skin. And when we drink alcohol, it's a blood thinner too. A lot of
Yeah,
people don't understand
yeah.
this.
Um,
But yeah, that's why we gotta watch out with the alcohol, because we are being
mm.
controlled by these lower vibrational spirits, yo.
That's why they put alcohol. I mean, liquor stores everywhere. When you go in the hood, you see it everywhere. It's just really because society knows. I don't want to. I'm not gonna make this a race thing, but honestly, I feel as though Black people are being more under attack for so many different reasons.
Yo, that's crazy. What you just said aligned with one of my thoughts that I was like, yo, should I share it? But
Yeah.
continue.
No, go ahead. So yeah, it's
Oh,
just we are
all
we
right.
are under.
So, yo, some people may not like this, but this is like real information in this book that I'm reading. But basically, you know how when I was saying um, that people feed off of our energy, you know, when people get pulled over, when it's white cops pulling over black people, we release that adrenaline. We release when I told you, when we start to breathe faster, that adrenaline, they could sense that. You know what I mean? They feed off of that. That gives them, that rushes them, and that makes them act the way they do and end up shooting us.
Oh my God.
Literally.
Yeah.
And let's say you're a man or a female, whatever, that eats meat. Yo, those pheromones, it's called pheromones. It's like they could smell it, and it's leaching right off of you. And they can smell it, they sense it. And in their DNA, it's programmed to make them act a certain way. And
Mm.
this is in this book right here, The Actual Fact, Feeding the Forces by Dr. Malachi York.
Oh, my mom loves him. Oh,
He's official.
yo, listen. When I was young, we used to go to his teachings. I've been to he used to have teachers here
Wow.
in Georgia, to have a whole land area, and we used to come here every year. So I've seen him speak when I was a kid. I don't remember, but I remember what the stuff looked like, how the outdoors was set up. It looked like it looked like Egypt, like how they
Yeah.
had it. You know what I'm saying? So
I went
yes,
to this place. I went to this place in Brooklyn. It looked like Egypt, like a whole bunch of
yeah,
Egyptian statues, and
yeah,
they sell his books there too.
yeah.
So I got a
Oh,
whole lot of them.
oh wow, yo, that's how I started getting into, like, when I first started hearing this, I'm like, why do we go here every year? Like, what is going on? Like, I was so confused as a kid. But yes, I used to be there, you know, when he used to do his teachings. And they threw him in jail, you know, for stupid stuff, like, saying he did this and saying he did that. That's what they do to you. Mm-mm. That's what they do to you, boy.
Oh,
When you start opening your mouth, boy.
yo, let me read this real quick. So, so I could get the proper wording. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, all kinds of fear that leads to stress is what they feed on. So they promote it all day, every day to the public by cinemas, music, wars, killings, rape, over and over from the time you wake up each day until you go to sleep each night. They push fear and stress. They can smell adrenaline secreted from your glands. They need this to feel. So your feed their gods and them. Caffeine, they drink it as much as they can and as strong as it can be made. The same with nicotine. They push it on you. Let's go out tonight and party under the red lights, drink alcohol, and abuse other intoxicants and listen to loud pitched tones called music. But basically, what he's about to get into next is a lot of us, we go outside at nighttime and we drink and we're under the influence, and he says we become black Draculas, black devils who deliver to his evil world of sin in name of pleasure, satisfaction, and recreation. So when we're out at nighttime, we're feeding their forces, right? And
Yeah.
now we're not getting melatonin in our brain secreted because we need melatonin secreted at nighttime. So if we're awake, it's not being secreted. And I got some notes right here of why melatonin is important. This is important. So I need y'all to pay attention to this.
Mm-hmm.
So melatonin, this is some facts about melatonin. It stops the excess secretion of melatonin. All right, so it stops the secretion of cortisol in response to stress. All right, so it improves carbohydrate metabolism. It lowers triglyceride levels. Um, it heightens immune response, cellular and metabolic. It decreases the development of certain tumors. So if you have tumors and you're trying to heal, you need melatonin. So get your rest at nighttime. um Increases REM sleep, REM sleep, dream sleep. You know what I mean? Up in the astral realm. It
Mm-hmm.
stimulates free radical scavenging. Free radicals, that's when your cells are being clustered and that causes DNA damage. So all of these things, that's what melatonin does. So if we don't have melatonin in your body being secreted by your pineal gland, your body is lost. You're not at a natural state of homeostasis. You can't think straight. Your body can't detox. It don't matter if you're vegan. Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, melatonin is important. I really hope y'all taking notes on this, yo. Or go back, listen to it again, and really study up because this is important information.
Yeah, man, it's just so crazy. And it's just like the story on him.
Yo, give me one moment. I gotta use the bathroom.
Go ahead, people. But yeah, so yeah, I just ordered that book. Well, yeah, I just ordered that book, so it's actually in the mailbox. I saw the email go off, said that it was in the mailbox, so I will be reading that. But it's just so crazy how a lot of these people that start opening their mouth and talking about certain things, they put them in jail. It's not by accident that people be getting killed off the moment they start talking about certain things. You know what I'm saying? Um, People like Tupac, people that start talking about the music industry, Michael Jackson, right? Whitney Houston, killed off, right? Nipsey Hussle. A lot of these people, even Kobe Bryant, They sacrifice people too. They also do that. I don't want to talk about this issue that just happened recently. I don't know if I'm ready to really start talking about it. But what I will say is that the music industry is very evil. Is Prince, yes. Oh my God, he's also another one. Yes, Left Eye is another one. Oh my God, Prince. Y'all gotta go look at these interviews from these people. Go look at these interviews, y'all. Who else? It's a couple other people, right? But there's a situation that just happened recently, and some people believe that this what happened, and I know is this, right? There's a lot of evil shit that's going on in the music industry. A lot of times they kill off people who are opening their mouth, and sometimes they would sacrifice a loved one if an artist wants to become very famous, rich and famous. Excess, yeah, yes, him too. They killed him off too, you know. So they do this to a lot of rappers, and sometimes rappers who are already in the industry and they want to become bigger. Pay attention when they start having more interviews, when they start promoting their music a lot more, and then one of their close loved ones pass away, they sacrifice that person. A lot of these rappers cannot be in the position that they are in without getting their hands dirty. That's just what it is. Music controls the world. It's the most powerful thing in the world. All right. That's why these artists that's talking about low vibrational things, that's why they have the most influence over our community. That's why their music get played all the time. They have these major concerts and things like that. Why they constantly always on social media and always being promoted. It's because of the things that they're talking about, because society knows that once you hear it, it will start to reprogram your subconscious. Nipsey Hussle too as well.
Yeah, you either have to sacrifice somebody, or you have to do a homosexual act. You have to embarrass yourself. Yo, it's certain things that you have to do to move up.
Yes.
And or you sacrifice yourself. You sell your soul. And a lot of people doing that too.
Yeah. You know what I ain't gonna talk about it, but you already know what I told you, and I know what it is, because it's just like all of the signs are there, and I'm not the only one that thinks it. Other people are catching on to it as well, but it's just really sad that, you know, that this is the world, like this is what's happening, like, and it's right in front of my face. Like, this is crazy. Movie stars too, a lot of movie stars. Yep, a lot of famous people, famous rich people. You know, so that's why I tell people, do not be convinced by someone's success and money, right? Because life is more than just having success and money. You know how they say YOLO, you only live once? That's bullshit. You actually live twice. You live in the physical world and in the spiritual world. So everything that you do here, how you treat your physical body here, will affect you in the spiritual world as well. So therefore, you live twice. You don't just live once. It's just very important to be aware of what you're consuming and how you're living your life, and you know, how you're cleansing. Like, those things are very important. Don't be confused by people money, by the success, man. Do not be confused. That is a accessory, right? Money is a resource. It's a tool for you to use to navigate through life. Higher source and God already knew what type of bullshit existed here. So therefore, you need money in order to survive here, but don't abuse it. Don't abuse it. A lot of people are abusing it, you know, and they flash their money, they flash their jewelry, and think this is what living is. And like, you're not even living, my nigga. You're not living. You're a walking zombie. You are a rich walking zombie. That's not living. It's not living.
You know, they need all of these materialistic things like clothing and stuff like that to make them feel seen, to make them feel important. And if they don't have these things on, they don't feel as important. They don't feel seen. And we got to get away from that materialistic way of thinking, because a lot of people, they wearing brands on their body, and brands, you're literally carrying that name on your body. and you don't know what type of energy and frequency that type of family is on and stuff like that. And because think about it, that's where they get the name brand from. Branded, like when they branded the slaves, that's where they get the clothing brand from, that whole term. So we need to make sure we're not having that control us. And you know what I was thinking about the other day? You know, when we're young and we're excited to go somewhere, we don't care what we're wearing. We don't care. We just want to go. We want to experience it, right? But then when we're older, we're excited to go somewhere, and we spend a whole day going to the mall trying to get a nice outfit. Then the day of, we spend the whole time getting ready, trying to look good. Meanwhile, you spend more time getting ready for this event or whatever you're going to than you're gonna spend at that event. And the thing is, when these people get to these events, they might show up late to these events just trying to look good, and they're missing out on the experience of it. But when we're young, we don't care about that. It's when we're old, oh, we gotta look good. You feel me? I'll show up late. I don't care. I just want. And then when we get there, let me go on live and let me show everybody that's not there. Let me show them what's going on, and let me just. All right, these people are here. Yeah, you see us, but why are we not just enjoying the whole essence of the moment with everybody there? We always trying to impress somebody, and even the people that are not there, we're trying to impress.
Yes, that part. Yeah. You know what? I go out all the time now and I don't be filming nothing. Like, and I'm like, dang, how y'all get the full recap video? I ain't even pull my phone out and record. Like, so yes, live in the moment. Living in the moment, man. When I went to Invest Fest after party here, right? So if y'all don't know, if y'all in the entrepreneur space, Invest Fest is a major event that takes place in Atlanta where it was like 1,200 people there, and they had an after party, and my guy friend, he invited me there, and I didn't take not one video because we were just living in the moment. We were turned up. We were having fun. We were just enjoying the atmosphere. So many like millionaires, some billionaires in there. And it's just like a space full of people that's in entrepreneurship. And, you know, people filming and recording, people in their phone, and we just turned up. We forgot about what people were doing on their phone. Like, just living the moment. And then after that, we was like, dang, we didn't take not one video. We were having fun because we were living in the moment, you know?
I have to.
Yes.
And that's why kids are so dope, yo, because I'm thinking like kids are really more mature than adults. You know what I mean? They're more in tune because they have their pineal glands open. They haven't been programmed yet fully. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I was going to say too, if you are someone and you're not sure of your purpose, or you're not sure of, you know, what you want out of life, what your talents are, you just not sure of what you want, and you somebody that work a 9 to 5 and you desire to be an entrepreneur, but you're not sure what to do, go back to childhood. A lot of times your answers are in your childhood. You know, for me, going to be in my course, y'all. Like I said, this is going to be in my course, helping you find what that answer is, helping you reveal it. But for me, y'all know who I used to idolize as a kid. When I was a kid, I used to idolize Lala. I love me some Lala Anthony. So I was just like, and at the time, I know y'all see my teeth now all straight and pretty, but they weren't always like this. They weren't. I had some real messed up teeth. I had like a huge gap here. I had one here, one here. Yes. Is my sister on here? Let me see. Because she was on here. She ain't on here no more. But yeah, she used to pick
would have never thought.
She used to pick on me, call me Snaggertooth. You know, my brother used to call me Snaggertooth, you know. So y'all don't know that. So I was just like, I've always wanted to be on a mic. I've always wanted to be in front of an audience. And I thought it was cool that people had the confidence to get up there and talk. And how ironic it is that now I'm on stage talking to people. I'm on a mic, you know what I'm saying? I do speaking engagements and things like that. So a lot of times, you know, your purpose or something that you can use in life is in your childhood.
Exactly. And same thing for me when I was young. Because like all of us, a lot of us grew up in the struggle, and I was always trying to figure it out. So I would take candy or soda to school, sell it. I'll be in front of the post office selling chocolates on hot ass days, standing there for hours. And I didn't know that was literally preparing me for my, like, the beginning process of being an entrepreneur. And once, like, I had my business and everything, like, fell into place, I was like, wow, like, it all made sense. Everything literally happens for a reason. All your past experiences, you just really have to think back and be like, yo, what happened to me? And also my way of healing now, I'm like that because I've literally seen people die right in front of my eyes because they're sick of disease, and they're dying because the doctors, they don't know what to do, and they just killing them quicker with sodium fluoride, injecting them. So me seeing this, it brings, like, I got, like, you feel me, like,
Yeah.
certain trauma, but I overcame it, and I knew that I was there, and I witnessed that. I literally witnessed my family die at their last breath, so I can just be on my path of healing and try to make sure that I help as many people as I can along my road.
Right.
I still have unhealthy family. You feel me? Mad unhealthy family. I'm probably like the healthiest person in my family. I probably got, and my other cousin is vegan too, but like immediate family, their health is not good. That's why I go so hard because, yo, you know what I mean? When you in bed and your family is there, you don't want to be laying down in bed and your family has to take care of you and you die because of a certain disease prematurely. You know what I mean? Because it sucks when you're there in the hospital and you have to witness all of this. Like, people be thinking, oh, like, I just want to eat whatever I want to eat. Like, I just want to have fun and, you feel me? Just do me. But they don't understand what, like, impact that has on their family. And if they do have kids, they don't know what impact that's gonna leave with their kids.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, that's why I pay this to the guys. Any guy that I'm dating, I'm paying close attention to him. So there are certain men that wouldn't even qualify. I don't date men who, eat pork. Who actually comes out your mouth and tell me that. I'm like, I think that's the most disgusting meat you can ever eat because it don't sweat. Pigs don't sweat. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, dang, you really lack awareness on a whole nother level. Like, you're eating something that is very toxic. That's not attractive. And then if we have kids together, right? Now my child is taking on like your lifestyle. Like, that's just, it's ugh. And then number two, I can't date someone who got the jab, like, because that's going to affect our child as well. Um, and also a no go for me. That's a completely no go is a man who has to jack off all the time, who watches porn. That's a major turn off. So those are my top three turn offs when it comes to a guy, and I'm damn sure not having kids with none of these type of dudes at all.
Mm.
Yeah,
Go deep, yo.
yeah, yeah. Pigs don't sweat. They don't have sweat glands.
Yeah, no, and they eat their own shit too. They eat anything.
So, yeah.
Nah, yeah, yo.
Anything else you want to add in? Any questions that y'all want to ask? Because in this live is going to go on both our YouTubes. Actually, my YouTube is officially up too. So any lives that we do, it's going to go on both of our YouTubes. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely tune into the YouTube and definitely click the link that you see below after the live.
Yeah. Go ahead and screenshot that so y'all can have it, or click the link in my bio, and you don't want to miss this free training. All right. It's going to be very powerful, and it's going to help you in so many areas. All right. So that you can attract what you want out of life. You can become healthier in your mind and body, but also you also going to be able to, figure out how to turn your pain into profit. That's a bag, right? Turning it into a bag, but you also using it to your advantage. So if you've been through emotional pain, now you're going to gain mental endurance off of that. I'm going to teach you exactly how to gain mental endurance. All right. So now when things happen in life, you're not easily triggered. You're not easily offended. All right. You know how to handle life, because let's be real, we live in a toxic world, but you need to know how to navigate through this world and don't let it affect you. A lot of people are navigating through life and everything affects them. And it's because of they're on a lower consciousness. You know what I'm saying? They're emotional. You know, they're a very emotional person. All of this is because of, you know, not cleansing properly, not overcoming unresolved issues from your past. Like all of these things will hinder you in your mind, body, and career. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this free training is about.
Yeah, yo, like we all have to change because, yo, I was just like the rest of y'all, eating meat, drinking all the time, having unconscious sex, doing all of that. But once I leveled up, literally everything changed. Everything changed.
Yeah. 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 I know that y'all probably gonna, a lot of people are like, I'll click on there when I get off, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm on here, but just make sure y'all screenshot it and tap in or whatever. And what else you been having going on besides your online products?
I feel like, yo, I had so many books with notes that I just had to write a whole book with all of these damn notes, yo. I just gotta put it all together. That's
Yeah.
I really want to drop books, like new
Oh, you gotta write a book.
Yo, I do. Like, yo, if you check out my stories. And here's the thing too, like when you were talking about look at your past and try to figure out what your purpose is. Back then, my grandma, she was like, she was a healer too. She would work in the garden. She was like a herbalist, and she was vegetarian. And she would call me Dr. Carlos Cabello. And I didn't, at that time, I was turned off by it. And I'm like, doctor. She was like, you gonna be a doctor? And I was like, nah, I'm gonna be a baseball player. But I didn't know. I feel like her intuition knew what my path was gonna be. But this all didn't click to me until afterwards, after everything, after what I'm doing now and everything. So really look back to your childhood and, like she said, use your pain. And what you said, use your pain for purpose or
Yeah,
passion.
turn your pain into profit. So meaning profit
Profit, yes.
off your pain. Use it to your
Yeah,
advantage.
that's what I was gonna say. I have forgot, but I was saying I was just like everybody else, having unconscious sex, drinking all the time, eating anything. And here's the thing, damn, I forgot it again. Hopefully, it comes back to me. Um, shit.
The teacher, you said she told you you was a doctor. She called you, but it has
Oh,
something.
yeah. So damn, I gotta. All right. So listen. So if I never would have changed and I stood the same me that I was, we wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't have people literally coming to me in the streets and they tell me, yo, I love your content. Sometimes they want to take a picture with me. The place in Bushwick in Brooklyn, I went, yo, mad people were showing love. People were telling me, yo, I got your ebook. And yo, if I never would have changed that old Carlos, that Los, that was on a low vibration, even if I was vegan, because I was vegan, the junk food vegan, but I was still caught up in those ways. But
Yeah,
yo, it made me happy because these two twins, they came up to me and they said that they copped a 30-day detox and their mom took it and she was pre-diabetic and she's no longer pre-diabetic and she lost 20 pounds. So when I hear stuff like that, it's like, yo, imagine if I never would have changed and I would have stood the same way. I still would have been working. I wouldn't know all these people. I wouldn't have made an impact. So
yeah,
to anybody watching, you are like that now. If you're on that wave right now, like you're drinking, you know what I mean? You have your job. You really don't like your job. Your life isn't the way you want it. You have enough, but you're not happy with your life. You literally have to make a change with yourself. Because
right,
I manifested the life that I have right now. Literally, I manifested it.
right,
Because
yeah,
my environment, my surroundings, there's nothing like this around me. So
yeah,
everything around me, I come from the Bronx. You already know how the Bronx is.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I didn't let my environment hold me and contain me and keep me inside the box. I wanted to make sure that I made an impact. And I didn't want to be like everybody else because you see where everybody else ends up. They end up working, they retire when they old, they work their job all week. Then when the weekend comes, they go drink with their friends, trying to escape the, you feel me? Because
Yeah,
they're so caught up in the matrix, always tired of working. So now they're trying to escape real quick, wasting money, wasting their energy. And They're just chasing happiness that's never there.
Right. Yeah,
So
that's powerful, man.
yeah, yo. So if y'all, yo, your life may not be the way you want it right now, but that doesn't mean that you can't change it. Because I'm
Right.
telling you, I literally had nothing at all.
Right, exactly. Yep.
And
And
here,
for
when you practice the law of attraction, you have to also know about the law of vibration. Whatever you're vibrating on, that's what you're gonna attract. So let's say you're saying, "Oh, I want $1,000,000." You're writing down your affirmations, you're doing all of this, but you're still eating bad foods. You're still stressed out. You're not leveling up your frequency and your vibration. Then you're still not gonna attract what you desire. So you gotta make sure everything is on point. Like if
right.
you really care about your soul, you care about your life, make a change. Don't let society mold you, and don't go with the flow of society. Because yo, I'm telling you, everybody is gonna be at the bottom, and there's only gonna be a few people at the top.
Ooh. Ooh.
A lot of lost souls. There's a whole lot of lost souls. I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about your spirit, your soul. Like, yo, if you still not doing research, like you behind. They scanning people's frequencies from up there. And if you're not operating at a certain frequency, then it's clipped for you. People don't understand this. This type of thing is too deep for them. But we need to understand whatever frequency that we left our body in, that is the frequency our soul is going to be in. So if you're a dark person, like you're always anxious, you're operating at a low frequency, you're going to be a lost soul. You have no clarity. You have no intuition. You don't know what you're going to do. You don't know what to do. You can't level up. You can't ascend.
Ooh, bro.
And that's why I go so hard. Like, I'm not only worried about this life because I know there's more lives to come. I know there was lives before this. I'm just here for the moment. You know what I mean? We all just here for the moment.
I know, and I don't want more people suffer, man. Because listen, y'all, we were talking about having out of body experiences. I've communicated with some entities that are no longer here, and that's in between worlds. All right, it's very deep, but like I said, when you raise your frequency, you're able to tap into certain things that you weren't able to do before, and I've been able to tap into certain things. And if y'all don't know what he means by being a lost soul, right? Being a lost soul means that, see, you come into this world for a specific purpose. You know exactly what it is when you come into this world. That's why when you said babies know more and they're smarter, they are smarter because they're still connected to the spiritual world. Over time, you start to be reprogrammed by your environment. That's why now society is doing more of attacking kids if you pay attention. That's why when you go down a junk food aisle, it gets kids' attention. They put cartoons on it. They put certain colors because kids like colors, right? They're putting things in the cartoons now, right? Gay stuff in the cartoons purposely so that we stop reproducing, so that our population starts to decrease over time. It's a reason for that. So if you come into this world and you're living an unhealthy lifestyle, you are lowering your vibration. Just think about it, right? If I was to, let's say this is my vibration right here, and if I have an unhealthy lifestyle, I'm moving at a slow pace, just like this. All right, and these are the people that, when negative energy comes into their path, they're more affected by it. When they drink, these negative energies can latch on. These are the people that are always upset, who envy people, who talk shit about people, who engage in negativity, who eat unhealthy, right? All of these things latch on to them. But when you raise your vibration, it starts to speed up. It's doing this number. This is what it's doing. So negative energy cannot latch on, right? You see what I'm saying? It's not latching on. So if you are moving at a faster pace, right, you are able to raise your consciousness and your vibration and your frequency. But if you're moving at a slower pace, what's going to happen is when you leave out of this world, right, you're not going to know where to go. It's like people have this idea that they automatically transcend somewhere. In actuality, you are the one that have to get there. You see what I'm saying? And so if I wanted to run a 2-mile pace under 15 minutes, I would have to train for it. There's no one dragging my arm down the finish line. I would have to train. When I was in the Army and we trained for our 2 miles, did our 2-mile run, I had to train for it in order to get to the finish line within 15 minutes. So your spiritual body works the same way. You have to train your spiritual body in order to move at a faster pace. And when you move at a faster pace, your energy, your spirit knows exactly where to go. And if your spirit does not know where to go, now you are stuck in between worlds. Now, here's 2 things. Now you're stuck and you can't go where you need to go. 2 things is going to happen. If you have enough energy, you can manifest a new body. But if you run out, that is when you are experiencing hell.
You know what just came to my mind? You know what it's kind of like? Our bodies are kind of like the vehicle, the car, right?
Yeah.
Our soul is the real person.
Yeah.
Our body is just the car. So when you die, it's like your car shuts down and you need to get a new car. And depending on what frequency you are, your environment that you experience, your reality, if you left at a low frequency, is going to be like the ghetto, mad evil, mad dark. But if you left at a good frequency, it's going to be light. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Depending on the environment of your afterlife is going to be depending on what frequency you left your vehicle in.
That is it right there, y'all. Did y'all catch?
I'm gonna write.
I gotta see people get this. Let me read these comments because I gotta make sure y'all understand.
I'm gonna write a book.
Listen, we are not just talking about this for no reason. Listen, this is not for likes, for shits, for giggles, for views. This is really to help people get this. All right? Because I'm telling you, stop following majority. You know how they say majority rules? The majority of people are living right the opposite way. They're not doing it right. They're not understanding this, that you are not here just for a party and for a good time. You are here for a major purpose. You are here to heal yourself, right? Because God in the universe already knew that this was going to be a toxic world, right? So that's why we have nature. That's why we have crystals. That's why we have herbs, fruits, and vegetables. That's why we have sunlight. That's why we have the ground. Like, we have all of these things to keep us protected. Why aren't we using it? Why are we not using it? Why are we using things that are man-made? There's not a single man that can outsmart God in the universe. Not one single person. So we have to do more of just, using these things to our advantage and start living more internally, because a lot of people are living on the outside of them and they're missing the big reason on why they're here. You're not here to work 16 hours on your job. That's not why you're here. You're not here to fix a bag.
That voice in the head saying, yo, quit that job, that voice in the head, that's their soul. But they're so caught up in life in a matrix that they don't listen to their soul.
Yeah. You're not here for that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You're not here to fucking slave and chasing a bag and chasing a good old time. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, all of those things are secondary. Your primary mission is way bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? So I really want people to understand this, because it's like, yo, when you leave this world, you're going to wake up. You're going to wake up then. You know how they say people not woke, they in a dream? When you leave this world, you will wake up. You will know exactly why you came here. And now you're confronted with, dang, I wasted all that fucking time. I wasted all that time and I ain't do nothing. That's your hell. See what I'm saying?
You seen Lala's videos or one of my videos telling you what you had to do, but you didn't take action. And you know what the thing is? You can't even blame them, because it's the parasites that don't allow them to take action too. So until you have that willpower, like, you have to fight those parasites in your body, because if you eat meat, you got parasites for real.
Yeah.
If you eat any of that, even if you're vegan, you could get parasites from the air. Like I said, you could get the toxoplasma parasite from mishandled cat litter. So we all had to detox, even if you're vegan, because I was vegan for 5 years. Then I turned alkaline vegan. I was alkaline vegan for a whole like 8 months, and I thought I was good, but I still had the parasites in me. I grew lymph nodes under my armpits, and I was vegan. So we really need to detox, yo. And I'm telling you, parasites, get that through your mind. Like, we really need to.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really, and it's like this conversation scares a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say it again. If you are a person, or if you know anyone, you know, that's close to you, and they avoid this conversation, they're only damage to themselves. You know what I'm saying? If you have a closed mind, those are indications like you're preventing yourself from really tapping into your higher self and to creating a better life for you. To, you know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot ignore this conversation. And a lot of people, like I said, their mindset, I hear, that's not it. Nah, let me exit off of this. So, but the moment we are talking about something like celebrity drama, you know, India and whoever, I don't be knowing none of this going on about all these topics going viral, but for some reason, a lot of people know about it. Why do you think these things are promoted? Why do you think the Shade Room constantly promotes drama? Because they have a major impact over a large amount of people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just you know, life can be very enjoyable, man. It's just like, yeah, it's a lot of toxic shit, man, but it doesn't mean you got to be toxic. Does not mean you can't enjoy life. Does not mean you can't go get a bag. You can go get a bag, but you also have to understand that there's something that comes before that. There's something that's major that comes before that. You know what I'm saying? And don't abuse money. Don't abuse power. All right. You're supposed to use it. Resource is a tool. You're supposed to use it to really help people become healthier and to wake up. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, like you said, you don't promote your stuff. I don't ever promote my stuff.
And we should be doing it.
I just
But
started.
we're just so caught up on trying to get the message out to help people. You know what I mean?
Yes. You know what I'm saying? I do one-on-one coaching. I don't ever promote it. I have eBooks. I don't ever promote it.
And that's the problem too. Like, if anybody does want to become an entrepreneur, like, yo, I see a lot of pages, right? And I see why businesses are unsuccessful on their Instagram, because they only posting their product, selling it. They're not giving you information, beneficial information about it. They're just saying, buy my product. That's it. They're not really creating a relationship or something where it's like, oh, I could really trust this person. Like, he knows what he's talking about.
Right, exactly.
If you're somebody that just promotes your business, like, you got to understand that's not gonna make you successful. You have to literally provide value. You can't just provide a product.
Yeah, you have to gain trust in people. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I trust Yaki, because of the knowledge that he gives and how he's giving it. You know what I'm saying? And he's very consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? So yes, you have to find out what that is for you, because it's different for everybody. You know, I have a female associate. Her purpose is to help people become healthier in their hair. You know, there's a lot of hair loss issues going on, and she literally helps people transform their hair. So she learned it, and that's her gift.
Yo, you gotta put on some of my shampoo.
Yeah.
No, girl, like, it literally be growing back hair. I got some reviews.
I had your shampoo before. Remember you sent it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's the best shampoo I've ever had. I'm not even gonna lie. Feeling of it feels so good, and it smells so good. Matter of fact, I'm gonna order that right now. Like, I got to order it because I ran out, and I was using other natural shampoo, and I don't really like it. What's your website?
BCLLC.com. Oh, and that's another thing too. My website is I have a whole new redesigned website on Shopify that I'm about to switch over. It's no longer going to be Big Cartel. So my website is going to look official. It's already done. I'm just waiting. I got I got a lot of products, yo. I got a lot of products.
Yes. Y'all see, look at this. Look at the list of stuff that he has. Seamoss, toothpaste, crystals, deep conditioner. Yo, now I see why you be fucking busy.
Yo, Like right
Yo,
after this, I gotta get out like a good 100 packs of
vegan protein. You got vegan proteins,
yeah, I do.
bro. You got everything on here. Yeah, I'm getting some stuff tonight. Make sure y'all check it out. And
I got to hook you up.
yes, this is my so this is the link for the live training for next Sunday. Yeah, this is the
But
link for it. I'm so excited. I cannot wait.
yeah,
I'm gonna let y'all listen to this video real quick. It's 30 seconds. Hold on. Let me replay it. 21% of Americans suffer from mental illness in 2020. That is 52.9 million people. Are you an entrepreneur or a CEO but feel unfulfilled in your career? What if I told you I could help you turn your pain into profit? But here's the thing. Only 1% of people become successful in their mental health and career because they are decisive people. So I'm going to give you a decision-maker opportunity right now to join my free training this Sunday at 7 p.m. So click the link in my bio and register. Hey.
yo, I'm not. That's not easy. That's not easy to get it right like that. You feel
Yeah, yeah. So I'm really excited, and I'm telling y'all, we dropping a lot of things on this training. But I actually just created a mindset ebook too, and this will help you start your journey if you're trying to overcome things mentally. So I actually put together a mindset ebook, giving you 4 initial things that you need to become healthier in your mind, how to overcome trauma, because a lot of people don't know where to start. They're like, yo, I have relationship issues, I have unresolved trauma, I can't get over this ex, I'm so upset, I have negative thoughts. Where do I start? Where do I begin? This is the 4 initial steps that you need, all right, in order to become healthier in your mind and spirit. Mind, body, and spirit. All right.
definitely got to tap in with us. We really,
Yes.
we know that our lives benefited a whole lot of people. Like when we used to be going live every week, they missed us going live.
I know, but we doing this every week, y'all. It's Wednesday. We doing this every
Yeah.
week. Yes, every
So,
week. All right. So make sure y'all turn on post notifications for both of us. Make sure you're following both of us. All right. Because I'm telling you, like, you do not want to be in the same position 6 months from now.
mm-hmm.
You do not want to be in the same position where you still said you want to start your fitness journey on the first. You know why you can't start that fitness journey? It's because you ain't make your mind up mentally to do it. You know why you didn't make your mind up mentally? Because of stress, mental fog, depression, anxiety, unresolved issues. What your diet. If you have a poor diet, it's very hard for you to be consistent and motivated. If you're eating low vibrational foods, it's very hard for you to be disciplined and consistent. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, do not be in the same position six months from now. You hate your job, you should be closer to entrepreneurship. You should be close to financial freedom. You should be a step closer. But if you find yourself 6 months from now and you still have no idea where to begin, like, come on, you're wasting time. Tomorrow's
Yeah, and
not.
we have internet now. We have the internet, so there should be no excuse why we aren't taking advantage and learning whatever we have to learn. We
Yeah.
get a lot of information for free. But yeah, yo, I'm just proud because we really drop ebooks.
Yes.
I'm,
Yeah. Yes.
and I'm not gonna lie, like you were like the influence of me dropping the ebook, and then also seeing other people drop ebooks too. I'm like, yo, and everybody out there, if y'all have some type of knowledge, you can make an ebook so easy on Canva. Like if you really have knowledge for the people, then start taking notes and then prepare everything on Canva, and you could
Yeah.
sell that ebook, yo.
Yes. Oh,
So
and I also want to say too, if I know some people be booking a one-on-one coaching with me. When I do one-on-one coaching, I help you with your ideas. If you're like, I have an idea on creating this, I can show you exactly how to do it. The platforms, I'm a I'm an internet person. I know all the platforms. I know how to use them. I know how to
I'm
create books. I've created all of my websites, all of my ebooks, so I know a lot about entrepreneurship. I know a lot about how to build your social media, how to get brands to notice you. I've received a lot of things from certain big brands where they will send me free clothing. I've received $1,000 in free clothing from certain brands. I receive, supplements from certain brands, how to get reposted on pages, how to build relationships with people. I have relationships with fucking millionaires, y'all. It wasn't like this, excuse my language, it wasn't like this 2 years ago. And it's like, it's just things that I've been doing. So if you are someone that desires to tap into entrepreneurship, but you're not sure exactly how to do it, I can tell y'all a lot of the things that I did and a lot of the wrong things that I did so that you don't have to make those same mistakes and so that you don't spend thousands of dollars on things that you don't have to. All right. Take it from me. Every person who have ever coached me is a multimillionaire. Every person. I only get coached by certain people because I want to learn it at the top level. All right. So that I'm getting there a lot faster. So at first, I didn't know a lot of the things until I started investing into these people. So now that I have this information, I want to share it with other people.
Exactly. It's only right.
Yeah. Yep.
It's only right, yo.
Yep.
But
But
anything else you want to tell the people? Like anything else you're
let's.
working on that you want to let them know?
I want to end this off with some sound bowl healing. All right. Or use your full name. What you mean by that? Yep. So the website here, that is for the course. That is the course name that I'm coming out with. All right. Profit off my pain. All right. So, but yeah, make sure y'all get his products. I showed y'all all of the list of products that he has. Click the link in my bio and you will see all of my links. You will see this link and the link in my bio. You will see the link for my one-on-one coaching as well. If you are someone that needs help in entrepreneurship, or like you said, if you want to learn how to take your skill, put it into an ebook, I can do all of that for you.
Yeah, and real quick, I forgot to tell the people.
Mm-hmm.
She has alkaline seasoning. She got alkaline sazon, alkaline adobo. She got Cajun seasoning, seafood seasoning, and it's all healthy. She got alkaline desserts on her Etsy shop. The link is in the bio. And yo, check out my website because I have a lot of good free information that you could just screenshot. I got the circadian rhythm. I have my grocery list. I have a herb chart. I have a vegetable chart, a fruit chart, a toxic homeless chart for the bathroom and the kitchen. I have a whole lot of great information. Just go through the pages and you can screenshot it.
Nice. Did y'all catch that? That is free game.
Yeah, for free. Cause
free. Make
a
sure
lot of people, yo, and also, yo, I have a whole lot of herbs coming in because, yo, Lala, I'm not gonna lie, you don't understand how many sick people and people hit me up saying that their family is sick and dying and they have diseases, and I'm like,
oh my God.
Literally all in my inbox. So many people. So I'm like, yo, I have these body products and I used to make tea, but making the tea is too much, like the actual tea. So let me just mix these great herbs and they can get that. So we were talking about parasites a lot. I'm gonna have the herbs perfect for parasites. Give me like a week and I'm gonna have mad different formulas on my website. Cause yo, Lala, it literally overwhelms me seeing how many people are sick. And sometimes they tell me that a little baby is sick. Yesterday, somebody told me a preemie had cancer. And it's like, what the hell do I say?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
But there's so many different cases of people, and it's like, too many people are sick. Gotta detox from these parasites and all the waste. There's too many sick people. Listen, Lala, it's crazy because I went live last year, and this girl, I allowed people to join, and this girl joined. This young melanated woman. She was 27 years old. She lost her hair. She had breast cancer. Right? She told me her story. She told me she was fighting and everything. I sent her a book. I wrote a nice little message in a book. I sent her some herbs and stuff like that. And she was going through her process. She was getting radiation though. And here's the thing. After a year, yo, like 2 weeks ago, her brother hit me up saying that she passed away. And it's like, yo, that breaks my heart. And she started a GoFundMe to bring awareness for people that had breast cancer, because she knew about all the alkaline stuff. She was trying to detox and do all of this, but she already had that in her, and she was taking radiation. She was trying to bring awareness, but she ended up passing away. And that literally broke my heart.
Right. Yeah.
Because she was only
Yeah.
28 years old. Last year when I spoke to her, she was 27. So she was only 28 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. I just had a
Like,
friend that passed.
a lot of people take it for granted, their health. Like, you don't
Yeah.
understand. That piece of meat, you're lucky if you still are healthy after you eat it, because there could be cancer in there. Why you think there's some kids that get cancer and some kids that don't? Because the food that they ate has something in it, and plus their body was already jacked up more than other kids.
Yeah.
But you get lucky when you eat all of these foods and you're still functioning.
You're just taking your
So
body.
if you have that health still, and you're still eating this, you at least make a change before things start to turn around, because it's not always going to be like that.
Right.
You continue with the same way of living, the same lifestyle and habits, then over time your body is going to start shutting down. You know what I mean?
Right. But see, that's another excuse. But some people, that's all they have to eat. It's not. You always have a choice.
Oh, that.
You
Mm-mm.
always have a choice. All right. And people, oh, you think eating healthy is expensive? No, doctor bills are expensive. All right. Being in a hospital is expensive. Not being able to work is expensive. Not being able to play with your kids is expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yo.
Those things are expensive, you know. So we have to get out of mindset, yo, this is all I can do, this is all I can get. Well, how did you get that? If you were able to put your hands on something unhealthy, you can put your hands on something that is healthy. That's what it is. And there are ways